Greetings from Ginthian. This is my SMP series on the SKYCADE server. Today we are starting off on my red zone testing world, and I want to show you what we're going to be building today. What we have here is a pumpkin farm, and one level is built. I'm going to show you how I go the steps to build the next level. We'll start with the dirt. And then we can go around. I'm going to use lanterns in this position to provide additional light. Make sure this is lit up well. You could use any other block at this point if you don't want to provide the light in here. Then we're going to add pistons. And then we add observers facing down. And I'm going to use another observer as a placeholder. And then you come down here and take these out. And then we add sticky pistons. And then we add observers again, this time facing up. And you know it works because it gets pushed out. Then I'm going to add lighting here. That will serve for lighting up the build as well as light for the plants. Then if you go inside, you till. Till this. One more. Now, as this grows, you'll see that it pushes off the pumpkins. And they fall down below. And you can use hoppers to collect them. Hopefully they won't land up here and won't waste a few, but most of them will fly off. So I'm going to go back on to the server now and set up some blocks so I know where I'm building, and then do this in a time lapse, and I will see you there. Welcome back. I'm done with the third person video. Third person time lapse is, I guess, what it's called. I ran out of resources. I also need to go inside and plant the pumpkins, so at least the part that is built is generating pumpkins. So I'm going to go ahead and plant the pumpkins and then go look for more resources, and I'll come back then. Okay, I've just gotta share this. I think this is one of the coolest sounds in Minecraft. Almost as satisfying as the sound of putting the blocks back. That's just too cool. Okay, it's been almost a whole day since I was last on. And one of the things I worked on off camera was the rebuilding or the additional height on this tower. It's now a little bit one level taller than the older blue tower, and most of the levels have pumpkins that are growing. But when I logged in, I fell to my death, and I don't like doing that. So I'm going to put on my armor. One of the things it has on the boots is feather fall, and that allows me to fall pretty much any distance, and I don't die. And I don't want to die anymore, so there's what I look like with armor on, which I think is kind of cool. Now, one of the tasks that I want to go over today is something I try to do at least daily, if not multiple times a day. And for that, I have to go up above. I either fly up, since I have fly, or I take these stairs. And once I get up, this is my farm, and I have an auto harvest feature. Press the button and it harvests everything. Let the water push everything to the end. I can press it again and it turns the water off. Well, I really like this farm. It's just so much easier than so many other things. Harvesting it manually. You might have seen some of the others that I have down below. Some of the farms outside have to be harvested manually, so I do those occasionally when I really need wheat to breed cows or whatnot. But anyway, see, that's how I fall. I don't have to worry about dying. It's much better. Okay, I checked through my stuff and I obviously have a pumpkin. I got some equipment for a bow and I got some iron blocks so that I can try and get some of these achievements. One of the things I wanted to show you is right here. There's my cow farm, and down there is the cows that I'm going to kill. And I have an automated system for this too. You can see down there, in front of me, there's a switch. If I go forward a little bit and flip this switch, then the cows fall down into a hole, which causes them to die on the molten blocks, really useful blocks. Then I flip this back and the floor goes back. You can see that it uses pistons. So next I want to go ahead and work on the bow, and for this I'm going to warp to the end farm, and that's all you have to type: warp end farm. And it teleports you to the end farm, which, wow, has changed in the way it looks. This is kind of cool. I don't want to fall. What did they do to this? They rebuilt the room. Well, this is kind of cool. And the other reason, oh, there it is. The other reason I came for is here. Now we can combine this unbreaking with this infinity bow. And that won't work because the mending and the infinity won't go together. So if I do flame, that won't work either. So I can't combine any of those. Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. So all I need is the infinity bow and an arrow. Let's go to P-warp loci. And we warp over there. And let's see, does he sell arrows? Here are some arrows. And I can buy 16 arrows. You bought 16 arrows from Mr. OZ13 for 100. So, P-warp Ginthians. Now let's see. All I have to do is take the infinity bow and the arrow. I've got an arrow, so I'm going to go up here. I'm not sure if I have to shoot just anything. Let's see if this gets the achievement. I killed the cat. Well, that was intentional. I intended to shoot right over the cat, but I got the achievement, so that's one. Dog's looking at me like I did something evil. Okay, I have 3 homes, and if I go home, home, it takes me to my villager breeder. And you can see here, I've got all these villagers, and this is a naturally spawning golem. And they're all making a ton of racket opening and closing doors. So let's see. Let me check how I do this. I should know, but I don't. Okay, here we are. I figured it out. And let's see if this creates a golem. The villagers are running in and out of doors and making a lot of racket. Ooh, and he's taking damage. And he's here. And I got the hired help achievement. Very cool. Now they're looking at me like I did something wrong. It's funny. Okay, well, that's the 2 achievements I wanted to get done today. I think I'm going to call it, and I'll have to talk to you next time. This is Ginthian. Please leave your comments about telling me what you liked or disliked, and subscribe if you haven't already, and please give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Goodbye.